few seconds of the most compelling Saudi Pro League season of many, many years.
When there's an event in the kingdom, the world stands and watches. Here comes another one. Here we go.
Al-Nassr are the champions of 2026. And how fitting that Cristiano Ronaldo has led the charge on the night when it mattered most. 2 goals. And finally, for the first time in 7 years, Al-Nassr sit above them all again. This is a party that's going to go long into the night. And indeed, I imagine is going to go on for many, many weeks in this city. Ronaldo, Riyadh, a relationship that was meant to be. To win tonight, Al-Nassr. They knew that Al-Hilal were not going to give them an inch, because they haven't given them an inch all season. And what contrast to the scenes we had a week ago inside this stadium, where Al-Nassr wondered whether they chucked it all away. But it's a state of mind, and the mentality monsters have come to the fore.
He's done it. He's finally done it. And they've done it together as a collective. Look at this stadium, the atmosphere and the surroundings of this stadium, the noise and the colour that's here to celebrate the league title finally. That's what he came to the kingdom to do. And he's done it. And you can see what it means to him. All of his honours, personally, and team honours over the years. And that man there, Jorge Jesus, deserves so much credit for what he's done with this Al-Nassr side. He's not only won the league with them, but he's changed their identity, he's changed the way that they play. From pre-season, you could see a different Al-Nassr. You could see a belief, you could see an intelligence in their play. 41 years of age, Cristiano Ronaldo wins yet another league title.
He writes his own scripts, doesn't he?
He certainly hasn't written the ending, that is for sure, because nobody knows when it'll be. Ever nearing that 1,000 goal mark, you just see the love, the passion for the game, and the relationship that he's got with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He knows why he was brought to Al-Nassr, and since he's been here, the way that he's connected with the supporters, the way that he's connected with the country, everything to him is about Al-Nassr. And his reaction at that final whistle, it said everything. What a big week it's been for Bento as well. He had such a terrible game last week against Al-Hilal. It looked like he'd thrown away the league title. Talking to his captain there, the relief that he must have as well. The relief inside this stadium. Said at the start of the season, there was belief. There was true belief inside this stadium at the start of the season that this was going to be their year after so long. And it looked that way. They won their first 10 league games of the season. And then the drop-off came, the inevitable drop-off in form. But then the strength, the courage, the capability and the belief came back. Got towards the end of the season against Al-Hilal. Last week, everyone thought, oh no, that's the opportunity gone. But no, they're losing the Champions League 2 final last weekend. Yet they're still here and they win the league title. The all-elusive league title they've been waiting for. You ask any of these players, and Jorge Jesus at the start of the season, which is the trophy you most want to win? They're just about to lift it.
Now it's time to win the World Cup.
Let us not forget as well, amongst these scenes of great Al-Nassr celebrations, such despondency that will be rippling through the Damac camp because they have been relegated. The defeat here coupled with Al Riyadh's win over Al Obdoud tonight. sent Damac down to the second tier. But the world has watched Cristiano Ronaldo and Al-Nassr do what they needed to do tonight. Team and comprehensive manner for a title winner. Al-Nassr 4, Damac 1. So Paul Robinson, let's remind ourselves of how this story played out tonight with the opening goal, the only goal of the first half, scored by Sadio Mané.
It wasn't easy for Al-Nassr at times, and it took them a while to break the deadlock and come from an unlikely source, as in a set play, not the goal scorer. We've seen Mané score many a goal, but actually to find himself free from a set play, and from that point on, there was only going to be one winner of this game. They did have their nervy times. Kingsley Coman was excellent down that right-hand side. Creates so much, but actually he was the goal scorer in this instance. Brilliantly sets himself up on his left foot, hits it hard and low into the goalkeeper's bottom right-hand corner. And from that point on, you thought that was it, job done. But in true Al-Nassr style, the story wasn't yet over. It's such a wonderful finish, really low trajectory on the ball.
And amongst it all, we probably forget there was a 5-minute period where Damac threatens to wreck the party tonight with the penalty they were awarded for the handball by Simakan.
Well, we didn't see that initially, did we? I mean, it was Simakan making a genuine attempt to play the ball. It's hit his hand on the way to goal. There you are, and the referee came to the decision of penalty. It's a really well-taken penalty in the end by Silla. And at that point, you thought, surely not again for Al-Nassr. Bento goes the right way, gets a decent hand on it. Can't keep the ball out, but credit to Al-Nassr from then on in. They went and won the game.
And the last 2 goals of this astonishing season scored by this astonishing man.
Are you surprised? Not really, no. I mean, it's a free kick in a really good area. He's only got one thing on his mind there, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's hitting that far corner. He wants that ball to go exactly where it's gone. If anyone gets a touch on it in the meantime and helps it in the net, all well and good. If they don't, that's what happens.
And I mean, he was fighting back the tears, wasn't he, at the very end, having scored his second and Al-Nassr scored.
Yeah, he knew at this point, that was it. He knew at this point, that was it. The celebrations were starting. And it's a really good piece of play from Nawaf Bouchal, the right back, that we actually missed because of the goal scorer. You look how quick he is into a position just by the byline, takes a touch and he looks up and he picks out his captain, he gets a deflection on the way. But it's the just sheer pace on the strike.
Al-Nassr 4-1 winners and doing what they needed to do, because there was a game of great importance elsewhere tonight with Al-Hilal and Al-Fayr. They scored the first goal of the game in their stunning season, pipping Ivan Toney to the post, and Cristiano Ronaldo adding to his tally tonight as well. But considering Al-Qadisiyah did not finish in the top Al-Hilal park, and it is something we keep coming back to. It's what they came to see tonight, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look at that. That's not a bad trio. And finally, George Jesus. I was going to say he can let his hair down, but he does that every week. But he can relax because these 2 Portuguese talisman have got him over the line. And well may they celebrate. I suspect not, but I think it'll be noisy.
Cristiano Ronaldo this season. Maybe the assist number a little lower than he would normally have liked to deliver, but with those that he loves the most here to see it as well tonight.